So Victor Wembanyama recently dropped a 10-block triple-double, and I think it's safe to say that the unicorn isn't just mythical. Coming into the league, I'm sure all of us expected some sort of offensive prowess, but on the defensive end, Wemby is already one of the most impactful defenders in the league and is building a serious case for Defensive Player of the Year. Now, we've seen Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity win this award 3 times, and what if I were to tell you that Wemby is already a better defender? Based on stats alone, through Wemby's first 42 games, he has more steals and blocks than Gobert had in his entire 2018 DPOY season. But then again, that is just numbers, and defense is a lot more than that, which actually makes Wemby even better. The biggest weakness Gobert has besides stroking mics with COVID is his perimeter defense. Gobert can be a very elite level interior defender, but once he's forced to guard on the perimeter, he essentially becomes the weak link or even a liability. We've seen this happen against the Clippers where Gobert is forced to guard a 5-out offense with his primary matchup being Terrence Mann. Half the time, Terrence Mann was getting warm-up threes simply because Gobert was too afraid to close out. Like right here. Here's Rudy and here's Rudy's matchup, Terrence Mann. By the way, Terrence has 36 points at this point, and look at the effort level that Gobert puts into closing out.
Terrence Mann for 3, bang!
Did you see it? An entire step outside of the paint to intimidate a shooter that's on fire. Phenomenal defense by Gobert. But it's not just against 5-out offenses. His weakness shines through on screen plays too. Here's Poole with the ball. As he comes off the screen, Mike Conley is basically stuck on Draymond and pretty much out of the play here. And take a look at Gobert. Who exactly is he guarding? This is just a warm-up 3 for Poole. There's no hedge, no trap, no nothing. What do you know? Poole hits the 3. And this one has got to be the worst one. Just watch this.
Stops and scores. Stops and scores. Stop and score.
Everyone on the Jazz has their matchups except Gobert. He's too busy trying to go on a date with the paint that he forgets that you actually need to be guarding someone on defense, not just running to the paint for no reason. The inability to at least do a decent job on the perimeter still makes you a DPOY in my eyes, except this time it's the Defenseless Player of the Year award, something Rudy was displaying in both of these examples. But this is where Wemby surpasses Gobert because he actually excels in this area. He possesses the skills necessary to cover multiple offensive plays, such as mismatch ISOs, pick and roll, and contesting perimeter shots in general. Here, Wemby is in a mismatch ISO situation with Andrew Wiggins, and just watch what happens.
With Saric, 2 of the free agent acquisitions. We're going to talk to Mike Dunleavy in the second quarter about the Warrior offseason building this game.
A mismatch turns into a defensive stop for the Spurs. But that's just one-on-one defense. Now, let's look at the pick and roll situation. Here's Wemby in a cover 2 situation with Quickly and Pirtle. He shades just enough to force Quickly to give up the ball, and he recovers in time to block the shot. Here it is again, but this time it's Giannis coming off the screen. Wemby has great player awareness here as he gaps Giannis knowing he's looking to drive. Just enough gap to pack Giannis at the rim. And when it comes to contesting shots on the perimeter, he's got that on lock too.
Off screen.
Open in the corner.
These various areas of defense along with strong statistical showings prove Wemby is already an elite defender, at least for a rookie, if not as a player in general. But as far as defensive potential goes, how far can Wemby actually go? Well, here's a chart of career defensive daily plus-minus according to Darko. Darko is basically a daily adjusted predictive metric that uses box score and plus-minus stats. As you can see by the chart, Wemby's progression rate is accelerating so fast that he's nearly better or at the same level as a handful of the top defensive bigs in the league in his first year. I think after seeing the stats, watching him play, and looking at his defensive potential acceleration rate, it's safe to say he's well deserving of the DPOY award. If Rudy Gobert was doing the things Wemby is currently doing, I bet there would be narratives where he's the easy front runner for this award. But since Wemby is just a rookie, it's not so easy to make that argument in the media's eyes. But in my opinion, Wemby deserves this 100%. But what do you guys think? Do you think Wemby deserves Defensive Player of the Year, or is he still not proving enough? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.